Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I recently saw a story on social media. So it's been going around in regards to a young man by the name of Delano who is in a certain situation, he's poor, etc. What really sparked interest for many people is the fact that Delano has a lot of subjects. So he's basically beat the odds, etc. So Alex is the young man that brought the story to the forefront for Delano, and the story blew up. People, rallying around, and Alex has said that he's going to be building a house for Delano and his family. However, the MP, i.e. the government, got involved, and they decided that they wanted to take over the project. Now, when I saw that and the overall story, what this really highlights is a greater issue that is facing Jamaica today. The whole charity going on now, which is promoting the handout culture, and also the government, the way they have been doing things, and what they are basically demonstrating to the public, how they go about things and who they truly are. So it's just these things that I said I want to come and share my thoughts, my comments, i.e. my 2 cents on the dangers of all of this and how it is stifling our culture in Jamaica. So guys, let's get into the video. So two issues that I have presently in regards to what I've been seeing taking place in Jamaica. One of the main one is the handout culture, which of course we've seen happening, especially since charity has become this thing, to the point where even scammers are using poor, in need, desperate cries for help, using these situations to further their own agenda. Not saying that everybody that does charity are scammers, but for what I've seen recently, the mass majority of people, they benefit. Oh, don't get me wrong, nothing is wrong with helping someone who's in a situation who is desperately in need of help. My problem with these so-called charities is the handout culture that they're promoting, where I give you this today and then tomorrow you're in need again. Or I build you a house and I'm not really changing your life. I'm just giving you something today, and then you're basically in the same situation that you were yesterday. Yes, you may be in a house, but mentally you're at the same place, because it's really the handout that I've really given you instead of changing your situation. Which brings me to the point of the government being the head of this type of culture of handout, where they come and they give you a fish. You understand? Constantly they come, they give you a fish. So like in this case of Delano, they might build a house, yes. They might give Delano some money to finish school. Who knows what they're going to do? But are you really changing Jamaica? There's so many Delanos out there. You understand? There's so many poor, in need young people that are in need of help, that the system, the country of Jamaica does not facilitate, does not accommodate for these sort of situation, which is the greater issue that I'm having. What I've noticed with government from I've been growing up is this handout sort of culture. This culture where I look bad, like in this case with Delana. I look bad because here you have a young man who is in need, who is doing so well in school, and still he's suffering. You understand? Which is going to look bad on the government. So let's do something so we can look better. And then what you find is that you're setting this precedence, because when you're going to do this for one person, how are you changing our society? So when I saw what took place, I was very disappointed in the government coming in at that point, because it really shows who our government is and what they represent in Jamaica, which is a handout sort of culture. What I would have preferred is the government using this situation, the Delano situation as a motivation to do better for its people, to do better for its young people in particular, because they are the future, to put in place resources, not only through education, but through skills, through every means possible that a young person should have the opportunity to grow, to propel in a society. I mean, I've even looked back on my own situation, my own upbringing when I was growing up, when I was in Jamaica as a young person and I wanted to better myself. But of course, my parents didn't have money to send me to further my education or to better myself. And it's just like, it's just stagnant when I was there. And I've tried to get help. I've tried to seek support. Nothing at all was there for me. I had to push myself. I had to see a way out, which is where England came in. And I came and I joined the military. And when I came to England, that's how I went back to school and better myself. I mean, I've shared this story on my channel before about my experience as being a young person in Jamaica. We shouldn't have a situation like a Alex situation. You understand? That is not something that we should have. And even in having that, we shouldn't have a case where, because it is being highlighted, the government is gonna come in, not coming with the words of, this is what we're gonna do forward. We're gonna put things in place. We're gonna have funding to support young people, to support people in dire needs, to support people living in poverty. Not just to give them something to eat today, but to give them a start. Not giving them a fish, but teaching them how to fish. And that is a problem with our culture today. It's too much giving a fish. It's too much give you this today, give you a house, give you some food. You understand? And then tomorrow you're right back where you started. Because handouts have not really changed your situation. It has just accommodated your situation. I mean, look at so many people who have gotten help through charity or through this whole thing that is happening on social media these days. And you've looked at them. If you look at them, their situation may have improved in terms of their condition of living, but they're mentally the same person. They have not come out of poverty. They've just been moved from one room to the next because they're still mentally the same. But you teach that person how to fish. You help somebody to get a business. You help somebody to further their education. You help somebody in those ways, which I believe that should have been in place for people in Jamaica. You understand? For the many Delanos in Jamaica. So bringing everything into focus, you understand? It is really a sad reality that we have a culture like this, especially the government, where it's all about, if something is highlighted, then I'll step in, then I'll do the support, then I'll be here to help the person, as opposed to making sure that every young person has the opportunity to go to school, to better themselves, that they don't have to, because of poverty, be subjected to certain condition of living, making sure that not only young people, but every Jamaican can have the opportunity to have a job, to access skills, to do something so that they can also better themselves. So guys, that's really what I want to, put out there, that Jamaica has become this culture, with the government, with everything that is happening on social media, this handout culture, and there's not really any real help. It's just people being taught this whole handout culture. And of course, like I said, the government also supports that, because all they do is handout, and then at the end of the day, the person is in the same situation, and there's not much good infrastructure or help for people, which is something that should be in place, teaching people how to fish so that they can better themselves, and so that we can have a better Jamaica. Because once you're teaching people to fish, you're reducing poverty, because then they're going to teach their child to fish. Because moving someone from a house to a house doesn't mean that they're no longer poor. Teaching someone how to be self-sufficient is what makes them rich. Teaching them how to use their hands, to turn things around, to work, to go to school, to better themselves. That is how you make them rich. And that's my thoughts, really, on this today. So please do let me know what you think. Please do share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about all of this that I had to say. And please do give this video a thumbs up, guys, if you like it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed and you like the content and what I do, guys. Until next time, Godspeed. Big ups. Bye, guys. Bye.